diversity means a range of different things that you see and feel around yourself. It is important to understand that India is a large as well as a diverse country. This means that our country includes a great range of variety which can be seen in the differences in our clothes, food habits, looks, languages, festivals and religions. You might have observed this difference in your class too. Among your friends, you must have observed that all your friends look different from each other, isn't it? Their food habits are different, right? And their mother tongues are also different. So it means that they speak different languages, they look different from each other, and their food habits, their culture, everything is very different. This is diversity, and it is not only one of the main features of India, but diversity makes India different from the other countries of the world. Because we all know that India is a diverse country. Here, people of different religions, different castes, different languages live together in a peaceful manner. So, this diversity is one of the main features of India, and it makes it different from the other countries of the world. Now, let us try to understand the reasons behind this diversity. So, years ago, when people did not have the facilities and comfort of modern day transportation, then traveling was long and tiring process. Because earlier, there was no facility, there was no comfort like today. Right? So, traveling was long and a tiring process. People traveled for many reasons in search of better living conditions and trade. Since traveling was not easy, people stayed at different places for a long period of time during their journey. In such cases, two results emerged. And what were these two results? Either people accepted and started following the customs, traditions and habits of the places where they had settled. So this is the first result. Or they brought changes by following their own customs and traditions. In both the cases, the languages, food habits, way of living and culture of the people changed, which resulted in diversity. Thus, it can be said that the history of different places is formed by a variety of cultural influences. These cultural influences shape the culture of a particular place. Thereby, regions emerge as very diverse due to their unique histories. You must have noticed that one region has some other customs, other food habits, and another region has some other culture, other tradition. So these influences shape the culture of a particular place. And thereby, regions emerge as very diverse due to their unique histories. So diversity means a range of things. And is India a diverse country? Yes, absolutely. India is a diverse country. And diversity basically means range and differences in our clothes. Very good. What else? Food habits, appearance, languages, festivals, religions and many other factors. So, as I told you that earlier people traveled long distances. So what happened? People started to settle down in new places. They settled at a new place and they adopted the customs of the place, or they carried on their own customs. These were the two results. In both the cases, what happened? Languages changed, food habits changed, lifestyle changed and customs changed. Because there was a modification in everything. And these changes brought diversity, right? And therefore, history of many places shows us how many different cultural influences have helped to shape life and culture there. So friends, let me tell you that diversity also takes place when people adapt and accept different ways of living according to the geographical locations. Therefore, People living in the coastal areas are dependent on sea. Fishing is a major activity and fish is a main part of their diet. Similarly, people living in the mountainous regions depend mainly on the animals and plants found on mountains. So now let us take the examples of Kerala and Ladakh, two contrast places, Kerala and Ladakh, to understand that how historical and geographical factors bring diversity to a place. So let's start with Ladakh. So Ladakh is a cold desert and we all are aware about this, right? And Ladakh is situated in the northern part of India. This region can support very less growth of vegetation, which means this region can support very less growth of plants and trees. Agriculture too is impossible due to low rainfall in this area. Ladakh remains covered with snow for a large part of the year. People here use melted snow for drinking purposes and they depend on animals like sheep and goat. The wool of the goats is used to produce pashmina wool, which is used to make the famous pashmina shawls. The diet of the people mainly include meat and milk products like cheese. So despite being a cold desert, Ladakh is famous as a trade route since it forms a part of many passes through which traders travel to Tibet for trade. These traders carried textiles, spices, raw silk and carpets with them. The two main religions followed in Ladakh are Buddhism and Islam. Ladakh is rich in oral traditions, which means the stories, songs or poems of a culture that are orally transmitted from one generation to another. The influence of Tibet can be seen on the people of Ladakh, and local versions of the Tibetan national epic, the Kesar Saga, are sung by both Buddhists and Muslims. This is why Ladakh is also known as Little Tibet. So I think everything related to Ladakh and its culture is clear to you. So let's revise quickly then. So India is a diverse country as it has a variety of religions, culture, languages, weather, food habits and geographical features. Earlier, people travelled long distances and either adopted the culture of the new place or continued with their own customs. In either case, it brought diversity. Regions become very diverse because of their unique histories. Different geographical locations also give rise to diversity. Lifestyle of the people living in the coastal areas is different from those living in mountainous areas.